Welcome back to We Sound Like Nerds, official podcast of fans of Wu-Tai. I won't say any more than that. If you know what Wu-Tai is,
you're a fan.
Yeah. Or if you're not a fan. If you know what we're talking about,
Google it.
This podcast is for you. Season 2 has tried to get started several times now. Every time we try to record, something happens. It's this whole new studio setup that we got over the summer. It's been a long summer since we've been talking to you guys. But here we are.
Once again.
Yeah. We got a little bit of a different roster for you today. We have our first special guest. We have Doug.
Hello, everybody.
He's replacing Jordan. Jordan is out at, I believe, a lake. It is Labor Day weekend, so
he's having some fun.
He's out doing something. More fun than we are. We have hard work to do.
This is awesome.
A little bit different formats for season 2. We're going to do a little bit shorter episodes so you guys can get your fill of We Sound Like Nerds in a smaller window of time.
Little bite-sized bits of us.
Good stuff. So Doug is here to at least this week to talk about Defenders, Marvel's Netflix show. Well, Netflix's Marvel show.
Either way.
The Avenger style 8-episode little mini-series using all of the Marvel Netflix characters that we've been introduced to so far. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and the immortal Iron Fist. But before we get into that, no, we can just get right into it. Doug's here to talk about Defenders because Kyle hasn't been able to catch it yet.
Yeah, I'm super lazy when it comes to figuring these ones. I still haven't seen any Jessica Jones or Iron Fist or Luke Cage.
Iron Fist, yeah.
Basically, I cut it off at Daredevil. I was like, all right, this is good. I'm done.
So one cool thing about Defenders is it's kind of a second and third season for all of the characters. So there's a little bit of Jessica Jones' story. So it's kind of like a Jessica Jones season 2. There's a little bit of Luke Cage, a little bit of Iron Fist, and there's even some of Daredevil. And well, let's talk Defenders. I guess the main plot, the Hand is back in New York, and they're gonna dig up some dragon bones. Basically, what it boils down to.
Yeah, we don't find that out till the end, though.
We don't find that out till, I think, like the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It's only 8 episodes, so it's shorter than the other Netflix series, which works in its favor because those other Netflix series at 13 episodes each, you have a lot of hours of filler in those 13 hours. Especially in the other shows like Luke Cage and Iron Fist. It's really weird.
So you don't have to warn people that we're going to be talking about this is for people that we expect to have watched the show?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
People expect we're going to be talking about all the spoilers. So all the spoilers. We're also spoiling it for Kyle.
All right. We'll let you know that.
We spoiled Rogue One for him. He hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah. Oh, that was the biggest spoiler.
That was the biggest one.
I kind of regretted that one. Oh, really?
In the future, he just learns that he has to watch stuff.
Yeah, exactly. If I don't want to be spoiled on it, I got to watch it.
But I think it went too fast. I think 8 episodes is too short.
Oh, and to me, it took a while to get going. It seemed like it was really slow to get going as they brought everybody together. And I mean, it's like they spent, half the season or whatever, or half the series kind of getting things moving.
Yep.
And then it went quickly from there.
Yep. Because I think episode 5 is where all of our heroes split up and save their loved ones and bring the loved ones to the police station. And then from there, they go and they fight the Hand. There's only 8 episodes. That only leaves you with 3 episodes to get stuff done. All the other time, the first 4 episodes, they're getting brought together.
Now, does it follow particular characters per episode, or is pretty much everybody in everything?
Everyone's in pretty much every episode.
Oh. Yeah. And even when they are together, that doesn't necessarily mean they're playing well or playing nice together. It takes a while to
see eye to eye, gel.
Yeah.
Someone who never gels is Iron Fist.
Right.
It sucks because I mean he is just such an annoying, boring character and stupid.
The immortal Iron Fist, but even he really doesn't know what his role is, other than, protect Kunlun or whatever.
Yeah, protect Kunlun from the hand.
Right.
So
he doesn't understand what he can do or anything other than that. So
he's very idealistic, but he's idealistic in like dumb ways. Like, he meets Daredevil and he's like, "Oh, great. You want to battle the hand?" And Daredevil's like, "No, I'm done. I fought the hand before and they killed my girlfriend. I'm not crime fighting anymore." He's retired when Defenders starts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's trying to live as just a lawyer and he doesn't want to fight crime anymore. His relationships with Karen and Foggy, they're not great.
No. But it was like he was starting to at least
get back
together.
Get back together with them.
He was still doing the law thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pro bono. Foggy works with Carrie-Anne Moss's character now, Hogarth.
Right.
So he's moved up in the world. Hogarth is a character in Jessica Jones and also in Iron Fist. She's like one of the best lawyers.
Was she in earlier Daredevil? Because there was a lady that tried to recruit Foggy in one of the earlier Daredevil. I think it might have been season 1. Might have been season 2.
She might have worked for the firm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. She was more in Jessica Jones.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, because Jessica Jones worked for her. She was a private investigator. Yeah, so Iron Fist, he's, I don't know if it's just the material they give him, but God, I really wish I could have fast forwarded his scenes because they were just so boring.
And the series kind of revolved around his character.
Yeah, because they need him to open up. There's a wall that Kunlun built under New York City. You know the pit from season 2 of Daredevil?
Yes.
So at the bottom of the pit is this wall that has dead dragons behind it.
Like legit dragons? Or
like the bones of dragons.
The bones of dragons. And that's what the hand uses to bring people back to life. There's apparently essence that they can get from the dragons. This becomes clear to the audience like episode 7. So whatever, I guess.
Before that, they were just like, the hand is the bad guy. Like that. They didn't really have a motivation for it.
Well, it didn't seem like it.
They were just out to get the good guys, pretty much.
Yeah, they were,
control the world.
Now, does the hand also need Iron Fist to open this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the only one who can open it.
Gotcha.
He has to punch. Elektra starts making fun of him down at the bottom of the pit.
Yeah.
And he gets mad.
Well,
she moves out of the way.
His butt, basically.
And he punches it.
Oh, so she tricks him into it.
Yeah, and he knows at this point, if I punch the wall.
I don't think he did know.
I thought he did.
No, I don't think he knew.
Well, Stick told him, or when
Stick wanted to off him.
Stick's back in it, by the way.
I like Stick.
And he decides the best way to stop the hand is to kill Iron Fist.
Now, is Iron Fist legitimately immortal, or they just call him the Immortal Iron Fist?
Immortal Iron Fist because of the power Iron Fist transfers between people.
Oh, it's like the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, anyways, I don't know. It just
I still don't think he really knew what he was doing.
Okay. Yeah. We knew.
Right.
And actually, I saw it coming from a mile away. I was like, oh, he's going to punch the wall, isn't he? 2 seconds later, he punches the wall.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, it's another thing. Aside from the hallway fight, where they meet at the credit union or whatever, that bank.
The bank, yeah.
All of the choreography is in the pitch black.
Oh.
Daredevil, say what you will about the first 2 seasons of Daredevil, the choreography was at least believable. With shooting most of the fighting in the dark, even us, we could pass as ninjas with how dark that was. It was really hard to tell who was punching who those last couple episodes down there in the dark pit. And that it's just another detriment to what started out being a very hyped show. Like, oh, we're going to get an Avengers style series after all of these other ones. And it's, I don't know, it's just mediocre.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Well, it's the one thing is, I mean, they all kind of travel in the same circle, and they finally bring them all together. I mean, they're all in New York.
Yeah.
And I mean, why shouldn't they, come together and work together?
Yeah.
I mean, so.
And
I like that part of it.
The restaurant
was good, yeah.
episode where they're in the restaurant,
right,
and they're all getting to know each other is great because Daredevil's the only one that wears a costume in the group. And so like they make fun of him for wearing the costume and like all of the banter, especially between Jessica Jones and Daredevil. I'm like, I want more of that. That's what I want to see in a superhero show, even though the Netflix ones, edge a little bit closer to the, R-rated kind of style. Yeah, I think Daredevil had the best stuff. Jessica probably a close second behind that. The way that he showed up in, I think it was the episode where they were all saving family members, and he shows up to help Jessica Jones and Trish get out of that restaurant. That's what I wanted from all of the other series. Like, I wanted someone to show up in Iron Fist series and help him out with stuff. Or, Jessica does meet Luke Cage in her series.
Right.
But Luke Cage doesn't have anyone show up in his.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Okay. And with Daredevil, we had both Elektra and Punisher show up. And
would end up being some good tie-ins.
Right.
Yeah.
Which would, maybe it's because they only had those characters so far to use, but
well, and Claire was kind of a tie-in between a couple of characters.
All of them.
Yeah.
She knew all of the heroes, and she's back, but it's probably her smallest role.
Yeah.
That she's had in all of the series.
The Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's too bad because she's a far better actress than.
Well, I was gonna say of all these people, she's actually like movie star actress.
Yeah. So that's kind of a bummer. Gonna bring you up just a little bit, Kyle.
Okay.
I was expecting Punisher to show up.
Oh, he doesn't?
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought he did make an appearance in the Defenders.
No, he doesn't. Because they could have used him.
They could have.
They could have used someone killing hand ninjas.
Yeah. Yeah, Luke Cage wasn't as strong in this one as I thought he might be. I mean, he there were some weaknesses. I mean, he got his butt kicked a couple times.
He got his and that's another thing. They were fighting mystical hand masters.
So how come the little lady was so strong?
Because she has magic.
She's just been around
longer
than.
She's got the magic kung fu from Kunlun.
Right. Okay.
She got some.
So
of that
yeah,
dragon bone.
We find out that the like Gao is a leader. Some Asian guy is one of the leaders. There's a guy called White Hat. That's one of the hand leaders. The 5 fingers of the hand.
Right.
And what's her name? The main villain.
Oh, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver.
Alexandra.
Oh, nice.
Plays the main head finger of the hand, I guess.
Right. I think it was Murakami. Wasn't he? Was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the guys.
Okay.
And she was definitely menacing and threatening. I would say she was on par with probably Kingpin.
Yeah. She was kind of that Kingpin.
The way she carried herself and stuff.
Nice.
But like Luke Cage, they end up killing off the most interesting antagonist because they kill off Cottonmouth and Luke Cage, and then his sister becomes the main antagonist.
Right.
And in this, they kill her off, and the old members of the hand that we've been introduced to become the primary antagonist. And it's just like, come on, just let us have the good villain to root against. because she had more of a reason for digging up the dragon bones than the other people. Not really.
Well, to bring her brother back?
No, to bring themselves back.
Oh.
Without the essence, their immortality goes away.
Oh, okay.
So they have to.
And she had used it all on to
bring Elektra back to life. Elektra's back.
Yeah.
Because she dies at the end of Daredevil season 2.
So they use all the essence for her.
Which makes the other members of the Hand quite unhappy.
Right.
Now, when they bring them back, do they need more of that essence? Or is it just bring them back, use the essence to bring them back, and then they're good to go? Or do they keep needing essence?
Well, if they die, if they don't have the essence, there's no way to bring them back.
Oh,
yeah.
So that was what upset about. That's why they needed, the immortal Iron Fist to get back through that portal to collect more essence. So, in case something happened to one of them, and as you find out in the series that goes along, that some of them had been around, like Alexandra.
Well, thousands of years.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They just keep getting brought back to life over and over. And that's why they were kicked out of Kunlun in the first place.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to use this power, and they were kicked out for doing that. So kind of interesting, but ultimately that's not a big threat. This isn't a reason to bring all of the Defenders together, all of these characters together, aside from, Daredevil and Luke Cage could have made this, could have stopped them ultimately.
Like, it's not like the city's going to blow up.
Yeah.
It's just like,
there's a big earthquake at the beginning, the first episode.
Right.
And so it looked like, we're going to have some Avengers level type of bad things happen. And really, it's just a couple drive-bys and ninjas to kill.
One of the Hand made some comment, or one of the leaders was that some of these disasters were man-made, like disasters from the past, and that
the volcano that blew up in Greece or whatever.
Yeah,
Pompeii.
Yeah,
that was the Hand.
Yeah, supposedly that was the Hand, and this earthquake in New York was something that they caused, for whatever reason. But
that's cool.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, right? They came together for a different reason. They came together to, fight bad things that are going on in the world.
Yeah.
And not really, catching on to the real reason the Hand was doing certain things.
Mm-hmm. So now, is there going to be a season 2, or are they going to have multiple seasons of everybody again?
I believe Defenders will have a season 2.
Okay.
It seems like they set it up for another season.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they left some things unanswered.
Gotcha.
They kill Daredevil at the end, but he shows up in a what's the nunnery style of monastery?
Commune.
Commune.
Oh, a commune. Well, I wasn't sure if they killed him at the end. That's the thing. You're not.
Well, he does wake up. Someone says, "Go get Mary" or whatever. One of the nuns is like, "He's awake. Go get what's her name?"
Oh, okay.
Well, in the comic books, his mother is a nun.
Oh.
And it's the same name that the character in the show calls for.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we believe it's.
I haven't read the comic books.
People believe it's Daredevil's mom.
Okay. I mean, some of the other leaders, the Hand, got killed, but at the end with the explosion, you never really see anything happen to him, so you're not sure.
Yeah.
If he made it, if he's alive and he's just, in the cave.
So the explosion happened when Iron Fist punched the wall?
Afterwards, they blow up the building.
Oh, okay.
And it collapses down
into the tunnel.
Into the pit that they had set, yeah. So I think like Elektra and Daredevil, you're not sure about them.
Yep.
So I think that kind of sets it up for another series.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ultimately, though, it gets a solid meh from me. It's not as good as the Daredevil seasons or Jessica Jones. It's somewhere between Luke Cage and Iron Fist, I think. It might be better than Luke Cage. I'm not sure.
No. I like Luke Cage. I thought that was a good series.
You thought Luke Cage was better than Defenders?
Yeah.
It would have been better if Daredevil had shown up.
In Luke Cage?
No, Punisher had shown up in Defenders.
Oh, and Punisher, yeah.
Yeah, I totally thought that. I heard he made an appearance in Defenders, but
no, I think they're saving him for his own season.
Yeah,
for his own series.
That should be pretty good.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I was gonna say that Punisher was decent. I liked it, the way John Bernthal plays it.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's it for this week. Talking the Defenders. Let us know what you thought about the Defenders. You can reach us at facebook.com/WeSoundLikeNerds, on Twitter using the hashtag WeSoundLikeNerds, Twitter handle at WSLN Podcast. And until next week, or later this week, depending on how this release schedule is going to go, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.